In the village of Uspanovka, 6 kilometers from Dnipropetrovsk region, 2 Russian soldiers threw a bag of TM-62 anti-tank mines into a house used as a temporary shelter. The house was completely blown up with a huge explosion. An FPV drone of the Ukrainian armed forces circled over Russian soldiers for a very long time. Meanwhile, Russian soldiers constantly focused on the drone and fired to shoot it down.
Туда полетело. В той стороне было. Сейчас хз. Она сейчас на заход может пойти. Вон, вон! Вон, слева, слева, вон! Вон там! Рукой показываю. Сейчас сюда пойдет. Вот что, сюда! Погодите! Вон, вон, вон!
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe and like.
Ложись!
Fortunately, the drone was shot down and no soldier was injured.
Сюда, быстро!
UAV operators of the 1st Tank Battalion of the 68th Tank Regiment of the 150th Motorized Rifle Division of the 150th Motorized Rifle Division of the 8th Guards Army of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation successfully neutralized quadcopter drones. This reconnaissance drone was shot down with the help of a rope. I think this is the first time I have seen such a method. I watched the video carefully, and I think this rope, which has a pink color, is a normal rope. When this rope came into contact with the propeller of the drone, it disrupted the propellers of the drone, and therefore the drone fell. If I am thinking wrong, please tell me the right thing in the comments section. The British main battle tank Challenger 2, BN-501, used by the Ukrainian armed forces is destroyed as a result of an attack by a Russian fiber-optic FPV drone. The price of the British tank Challenger 2 usually ranges between $6 and $10 million, but these prices can vary depending on the contract, the customized equipment of the tank, and the production conditions. As far as I know, Britain has sent 14 Challenger 2 tanks to Ukraine. Here you see the moment one of those tanks was shot down. In the Sumy region, Russian FPV drone operators shot down a 120mm mortar they detected. The mortar, which tried to be camouflaged with bushes and camouflaged clothing, was still destroyed. A Russian kamikaze drone destroyed a fortress used as a temporary dugout with a direct hit. Another kamikaze dives directly into the temporary dug-in position and destroys it. In the Kursk region, drone operators of the 34th Separate Guard Motorized Rifle Brigade carried out a direct attack on positions where soldiers were hiding. As a result of drone strikes, bunkers and trenches were destroyed or heavily damaged. Such bunkers, set up in wooded areas, can be a bit difficult to detect if there is no snow. However, thanks to the thermal cameras and similar cameras on the drones, it becomes easier to detect. The house used as a temporary accommodation in the Kursk region was first shot down by Russian FPV drone operators and then destroyed by fire. A modern armored infantry carrier BMP-1 used by the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kupiansk direction was destroyed with high precision by a fiber-optic FPV drone. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe and like. The 36th Army Special Forces of the Vostok Group destroyed the Lancet kamikaze drone and Max Pro with barrage munition in the direction of South Donetsk. Russian fiber-optic FPV drones neutralize vehicles in the Kursk region. Russian FPV drones play a major role as low-cost, effective, and fast attack tools of modern warfare. Especially kamikaze FPV drones have become a major threat against tanks and armored vehicles. Near Kupiansk, the NATO M113 armored personnel carrier vehicle Novgorod Prince Vandal was destroyed by a fiber-optic drone. The manufacturer of the M113 is FMC Corporation. 2 crew including driver and commander. Additional capacity to carry 11 infantry. Near the village of Grakovka, Russian reconnaissance drone operators detected 2 armored vehicles, FV-105 Sultan armored personnel carrier and M113 armored personnel carrier. At first, 2 FPV drones attacked the FV-105 Sultan armored personnel carrier, and the armored vehicle was destroyed by fire. Then 2 FPV drones attacked the M113 armored personnel carrier, and the vehicle was destroyed by fire. The crews of the armored vehicles are not visible in the video. Probably the vehicles were abandoned. In the settlement of Velika Novosilka in the Donetsk region, strike groups of the Russian armed forces hit positions, vehicles, and various equipment of the Ukrainian armed forces. It is the precise positions provided by the drones that ensure accurate strikes by artillery howitzers. When drones and artillery units work in harmony, They can hit targets with pinpoint accuracy. If the units do not work in harmony, the operations will not be successful. Even in a soccer match, teamwork is very important. Imagine how important teamwork would be in a situation like war, where people's lives are at stake. Heavy fighting continues in the Donetsk region. Both countries are trying to use all the means at their disposal. All operations are underway from the air and on the ground. In this video, a group of soldiers descend from an armored personnel carrier vehicle of the Ukrainian armed forces and open fire at close range towards the target. Meanwhile, a Russian drone is following them and drops a bomb at a suitable spot. The bomb does not hit the soldiers and they are unharmed, but the soldiers get back into the armored vehicle and drive away under the effect of the bomb.